What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Fellas, if a woman ever considers your job boring, just walk away. Seriously, don't deal with it. Just walk away. Seriously, if a woman, seriously, and this especially when you first meet a woman, because they invariably ask what you do for a living. Well, first of all, if they ask that right away, I'm already suspect. I'm like, okay, what you worry about my money for? You should be worried about my character. Yeah, I'm gonna get it to that point. But I'm gonna tell you what. You ever meet a woman and she's like, well, your job boring or something? Or she get a funny look on her face when you tell her what you do? Man, fuck her. Seriously, and I don't mean that in a pleasurable way either, man. Don't deal with her. Don't get mad at her. Just walk away. Seriously, she ain't worth it. And this was inspired actually by, man, that balloon pop show is the gift that keeps on giving and shit. Because I be seeing some shit on there, because we all know about the plumber on there and everything. And, you know, you get this woman trying to look down on being a plumber, yet let plumbers go on strike for a week and watch what happens. Shit, let them go on strike for a day. Somebody always need a plumber. Nah, that's shit. Like, we got to start respecting as a culture blue-collar professions. But then there was another one. There was a woman in line, and, you know, she was going through asking one guy what he did, and he said he was a truck driver. You know, and she didn't find that exciting. I'm like, well, shit. Like, truck drivers go on strike. Shit. Look, I'm going to tell you something now. One of the biggest bullshit is when a woman's worried about what you're doing for a living. The only thing they should worry about, well, they shouldn't, if they ain't married to the dude, they shouldn't worry about it. If they married to the dude, he might just be in that right job that's going to keep money in his hands. Even though, you know, people try to say we're in a good economy, but, you know, a lot of people going through some stuff. A lot of businesses are closing, you know. That's a whole other conversation and whatnot. But if a dude got a steady job, it's a legal job, it's a steady job, how the fuck is it boring? Like, what's an exciting job? Yeah, most people ain't balling out of control and shit. Or, you know, just doing some exciting ass shit that's seemingly exciting, you know, in the spotlight and everything. That's only a small percentage of the population. Most people got to grind it out, even some professionals. I mean, what the fuck they going to consider exciting? Being a doctor? Shoot, doctors be doing a lot of, like, routine shit a lot of times. Being an attorney? A lot of attorneys, they ain't like trial attorneys doing some exciting trial of the week or something. A lot of times they sitting around shuffling papers and shit. Hell, I talked to a federal agent one time. He said, man, we be spending a lot of our time going through some papers. An FBI agent, you know? Sitting around the office. Like, shit might sound good, but that's not what that got to do with anything. I'm going to tell you what, right? And I don't mind talking about my past. It was a tough time in my, like I say, in the early 2000s, the aughts, right? And 2 straight times renting from some guy. Now, one guy, he had a nice little house. We were renting out. But he wasn't a professional guy who owned a bunch of houses. Found out he was like a janitor or something, but he just knew how to manage his money. And he had 20-something homes and stuff he was renting out, found out. And then this other guy we rented from after him, that dude him and his wife were electricians. Yet they lived in an expensive area of PG County. Now, I told a story about him. Shoot, we ain't paid a full rent 2 months straight. That dude was like, whatever. He ain't lose any sleep over because he had so much other shit. He had so many other properties and shit. He was like, he wasn't even impressed about it. Eventually, you know, caught up with him. paid him the extra stuff. So that, and he didn't even ask. I was the one who offered. I say, hey, I got this and this now. We're about to move. We bought a house and shit. Got back on our feet a little bit. And dude wasn't even impressed about it. He was like surprised. I could have walked away and not even paying him back. But that dude, electrician. Him and his wife were electricians. Like one thing, him and his wife, that's one lesson right there. Him and his wife built something together. They built a lot. That dude had a house in a rich area in PG County. Things that, his sons and children probably going to good, great schools. But they were blue collar. Look, if a woman is stupid, that's some stupidity to worry about what a man doing for a living as long as that shit legal. What, he supposed to be, a scammer? What, he supposed to be, some drug lord? If you meet a woman like that, fellas, you meet a woman and she act funny or she even try to talk some shit, just be like, you know what, you have a nice day now. Because that shit legal. Because even, get that famous Ebony K. Williams thing saying she wouldn't date a bus driver, she'd date the guy who owned it. Man, fuck her too. Because, see, here's the thing. You got, like, delivery drivers out here making a lot of money. What they making for UPS? $70 an hour? Shit, 6 figures? Working all the time? Heck, I remember the mail carrier. Then this was years ago. He was like, he get paid $80,000 just to, like, deliver junk mail. It's like, damn. This was years ago, so no telling what it is now. And I know of another guy who was a full-time mail carrier. I know of another guy. That dude owned a lot of property in this area. A lot of property. See, it's not even so much. It ain't even, I'm going to tell you something now. It is not so much what they do, but what they do with the money. But it shouldn't matter as long as that shit's legal. Because first of all, the women ain't working on the job. What they worried about? And they want to go to these fancy places. Who's to say a man can't take them to a fancy place? You don't know how much he making? Like a master plumber? Shit. They stay in business. They stay working. They stay working. Because somebody's shit is always going to pop. Somebody's shit, all they had to do is sit back and chill. And who's to say they can't start a company or something, like a bus driver? Like like say hypothetically, right? I just been a bus driver. Wanted to be one when I was young too. All right. I work for some company or something, figure out, okay, I can drive this bus good. Let me buy something. Then hit a church up or hit somebody who's always going to use a bus. Build a business, start from one bus, and then give me 10 years, I got a whole fleet. In contracts with local governments and whatnot. Please. You can always go forward. But see, that still don't got nothing to do with the relationships. What a man's job got to do with how he going to treat a woman. I'm serious. Okay, he worked, some guy being a trucker. First of all, you got a lot of truckers making 6 figures. Like, you got some of these women out here, they want a guy making 6 figures. Okay, you got some blue-collar cats making 6 figures. And they got some stuff. I met too many blue-collar men either making 6 figures or making high 5 figures. And they be, what they doing for fun? Plus, they tend to be more family-orientated, so they ain't trying to run around. See, you got a lot of women, they want to be on their party, brag about a man's job. What they got to do with them? They don't work on the job. And shit, he could be stingy. And it don't make him a better human being. Like I said, I've known several players, several straight-up players, some dogs, womanizer motherfuckers, demon-level motherfuckers, who, if you ask them what they did for a living, they'd be like, well, I'm an attorney, I'm a doctor. Shh, please. And especially you get some man who gets to that point without a woman by his side, who wasn't trying to help him, didn't want to send him the hey big head text until she found out what he did. Man, fuck that. Fellas, look, if a woman worried about that, she ain't worried about you. She worried about some status or something, right? Fuck that. Because status can change. You don't want that woman. Because that woman, if she wants your status and she excited because you in some certain job or something like that, She don't really want you anyway. Don't be with somebody who really don't want you. Because what if you're in a position? In fact, I knew a guy, he started off as a mechanic, right? A mechanic. But he got into financial stuff. All of a sudden, he's teaching financial seminars and shit last time I talked to him. This dude was a financial guy. Financial advisor. And even as a mechanic, he had a nice house. I remember going over there for something. I was like, oh, it's real nice here. This was a mechanic. It's like, whatever. Like, if they tripping over that, see, a smart woman wouldn't even worry about his job anyway. A smart woman. She'd be more worried about his character. How you going to treat her? Do they click? But see, you got some women on that artificial shit, some status shit. And they thinking, you got some women seriously think just because a guy got advanced degrees. Please. What I say about dogs? Because I'm going to be real. I know most of the players I've known, most of the straight up dogs I've known, like even the nice players. And when I look at most of them, I say most of them were some type of professional. But even if they weren't, they still doing something. What they want to scam? They want some drug dealer or something who gonna put them in trouble at any time. Yeah, that shit may seem exciting and shit, but that's for some little girl. First of all, that's a problem now. See, little girls want all that status and all that excitement, all that shit. Worried about somebody's job. A grown-ass woman would be like, does he have a job? She ain't worried about it. How much time can he spend with her? Can he hold her? Can he sit there and listen quietly to her problems? Yeah. Can he knock it out in the bedroom? Oh, let's be real. Women be choosing for sex. They need to worry about that. Don't worry about where he work as long as he's working. Because then when he ain't working and a woman mess with that dude anyway for sex, usually if a woman mess with a non-working dude, it's for sex. At some point, they be complaining. Be like, he don't have a job. Man, forget, seriously. Women on some tripped out shit, if you ask me. Be tripping off some shit. Seriously, fellas, y'all don't have time for that. Don't worry about it. Don't get caught up in that status thing. Whatever you called to do, go ahead and do it. If you like trucking and shit, yeah, you can always move up. There's some truckers, they not only making a lot of money, but they move up. But if you do it, do what you want. Do your thing. And if a woman don't like what you do, okay. It's like, damn, you had a fat ass though. Oh well. Oh well. Move on. Move the fuck on. Don't worry about it. Like, I saw some clips, somebody complaining about some Amazon manager working at a warehouse, but dude making 6 figures. Forget that. No, I'm serious, y'all. Don't worry about it. Anytime a woman, if that's her biggest concern, you can't deal with her anyway. She don't give a fuck about you. She want that position. And then, when they get dogged by that person, that doctor or that attorney or something, whose fault is that? They made the choice. They choosing the position, not the human being. Because then they'll miss out on some shit. They'll miss out. Don't worry about it. Because let's be real in this society. We always thinking you got some women worried about status, but you got some attorneys, they might be making $50,000 from what they did. I used to work in I used to work at the DC courthouse, out of the DC courthouse. Yeah, these dudes couldn't afford good suits. Seriously. They couldn't afford good suits. Meanwhile, you get some blue-collar plumber or electrician, they driving by a carpenter. Tradesmen, they driving by in a fancy car and everything. Got a big old house. Shoot. They getting theirs. They getting there. Shoot, I saw somebody, they had a bus stop looking like a state trooper. I was like, what's a state trooper doing there? Nah, just a regular guy. Shit, you got some cops. Look, fellas, seriously, there's some women out here who appreciate you, whatever you do. Shout out to Master Teacher BJS. He talked about 87 octanes. Those are working class women. Usually they'll work. They actually good wifey types. They'll work with a guy. Like anybody else, you get some of these fake me out bougie ass women, they trying to move up and shit. Well, first of all, if they don't look good, they ain't moving up. And see, they worried about the excitement and how it look, man. Forget, I'm gonna tell you something with status anyway. You trying to impress people who don't give a fuck about you. You thinking they care, they don't care about you. You know? It's better that you get a job and manage that money. You can move up. Like I said, I knew a dude, he was a mechanic. I remember we came over his house because his wife would do some like seminars and stuff, but she wasn't making money like that. He was the one making them money. I never forget, came over his house, had a check engine light. This dude about to do a financial seminar. He came out, looked at the car, did some stuff. He said, this how you turn it off if it come on again. It's like shit. But he teaching financial shit. Yeah, that dude, like I said, he went from a mechanic. But what if, one thing, his wife was smart, but what if another, how many mechanics we got out there, how many blue-collar guys, they'll pivot into something else any damn way. But see, a smart woman, she ain't looking at all that anyway. She looking at what type of character he got. What's his intentions towards her? Is he going to work hard? Is he going to treat her? Is he going to be a good man to her? You know? That's what he do for a living. What they got to do? They ain't working on the motherfucking jobs. Seriously. You know? Seriously, don't even try. Because you get some guys, they get caught up in that shit. Some guys be even lying to the woman. Fuck that shit. Hell, if I meet a woman, shoot, I meet anybody. They be like, Ron, what you do? Just some online stuff. I don't even tell them because I want to know where they at first. I want to know where their head is at. Because they impress me. Like, if I'm going in the neighborhood, I might talk to somebody, meet somebody, or whatever. Just out and about, just doing my thing, not even trying hard. They have no idea what I do. And that's a good thing. I might have to know them a little bit before I say, well, yeah, I do these videos and everything. That's usually how I roll. I have no problems with it. I don't lead with it. Don't lead with your wallet or your business card. Because that's not the type of woman you want. You want the woman who wants you. Who wants to get to know you as a person. Everything else is a bonus. Every motherfucking thing else is a bonus. Okay. You know, that's the first time I seen a Confederate flag stick on a truck in a few years around here. A Confederate flag sticker and a like a positive Biden sticker. I was like, that's something. God damn. Anyway, oh man. But anyway, right, fellas, seriously, walk away. She want to know, or she think your job boring or something. She ain't on the job. First of all, what does it need to be exciting for her for? What you gonna do? You coming home from a hard day's work. Last thing you probably want to do is talk about that shit. And she more worried. See, here's the thing: is she more worried about the job she'll get anybody with a certain job that she thinks exciting. Whether when she get dogged after that, that's on her. That's on her. Nah, you want that. You want a solid woman supporting you. Because you can always change. That's not a big. That shouldn't even be an issue. That shouldn't even be an issue because, you know, you got some blue collar cats. Yeah, they making money like a champ, getting big homes like a champ, getting all that shit, getting all that so-called material shit. Meanwhile, you got somebody got multiple degrees working, you know, they asking you for your order at a coffee place, and they don't own the place. Because the only thing a woman should really worry about with a man is if he got a work ethic, good work ethic. That's the only thing she should worry about. Is this dude going to stay working? That's the only thing she should worry about. You know, don't worry about how exciting this job is. Should I know a dude? He works as an accountant. How exciting is that? But see, he providing a big old home for his wife and 4 kids. Big old home, nice truck, everything. So fellas, seriously, they get caught up in that, man. And see, don't get mad. Don't even go back and forth with them. Don't try to impress. Like, don't try to impress them with how much money you do got. If she like, well, nah, I ain't messing with you. You're just a plumber or you just a truck driver. You just look at them. Just be all calm with them. Just say, okay. All right, you have a good day, man. Seriously, don't waste time, man. Worry about the women. Look like somebody I knew in the distance. Worry about the women who just want to, like, really get to know who you are. Seriously, don't waste time. There's too many women in the world. One thing, fellas, stop leaving the knuckleheads alone. They knuckleheads. Don't give them the time of day if you can avoid doing so. And if you have to talk with them, just be polite. Seriously, don't be polite. Don't get mad at them. Because that'll be the same woman be trying to hit you up in 5 years or something, or 10 years. And you doing the same job. Because you know what they're going to say to you? You say, you know, you were just real with me. And you just like, oh, okay, yeah, I was. Hey, you have a good day now. You just will keep walking then, too. Don't spend time. Don't be like those demon lovers and shit. You don't have to be. If you're trying to be a good guy out there, seriously, you just be like, I'm going to go on. So anyway, man, that's all I got for today. I get back with y'all. Y'all have a good weekend, all right? Check out my Sovereign Saturday and tomorrow, my inspirational message on Sunday. And I get back car videos. I might get back to you on Monday on it, all right? Anyway, I talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.